My dear students, secondary stage, welcome to our presentation to Unit 1. Unit 1 is about staying healthy. Staying healthy is a very important subject. All of us should know some advice about how to stay healthy. Before we start, let's discuss these questions. The first one, what can we do to stay strong and healthy? In my opinion, we should eat and sleep well. We should practice sport. We should avoid smoking and other bad habits. How can other people help us to stay healthy? They can help us stay healthy by giving advice, by examining and giving us medicine like doctors, dietitians, and so on, by training like coaches. We should share ideas about these two questions with each other, and you should share ideas with your friends to discuss these questions. Let's move to lesson 1. Lesson 1 is about reading. The reading is about, as you can see in the pictures, how to perform first aid. The reading in brief. 1. If you find an injured or ill person, look around the area for your safety. The area should be safe. 2. Check the person in front of you, but avoid touching. 3. Do anything to check the person's reaction. For example, call or shout aloud something. Check their breathing. 4. Call the emergency services if there isn't any reaction. 5. If you know how to perform CPR, go ahead quickly to save their lives. 6. The person will respond and will start breathing again. To help you understand the passage and answer the questions related easily. Try to be interactive and say the word. Well done. Virus. Infection. A disease caused by a virus or bacteria. So we should avoid shaking hands in order not to transform bacteria or virus. She takes antibiotics to fight infections in her lungs and bladder. Perform to do an action. Those tasks require that planes can perform well within certain conditions. React. To do something because something else has been done. For example, different people react in different ways to their problems. Sorry for her. Severe, excellent. Causing very great pain, difficulty, worry, damage, etc. Very serious. In 1976, he began suffering memory loss and severe headaches. You can say severe weather conditions, as you can see in the picture. Well done. Technique. A way of doing something with a skill. Both sides have called for further study for the new technique. Do first aid. Emergency care or treatment given to an ill or injured person before regular medical aid can be obtained. Fire officers with first aid training helped ambulance workers and paramedics. Injured, hurt or physically harmed. The injured soldier crawled to safety. Good job, emergency services. The organizations that deal with accidents and urgent problems such as fire, illness, or crime. Emergency services rushed to the scene, went quickly to the scene, and extinguished and put out the small fire. CPR, excellent. Abbreviation for cardiopulmonary resuscitation, a method used to keep someone alive in a medical emergency in which you blow into the person's mouth, then press on their chest, and then repeat the process to save their lives. Police are typically trained in basic first aid such as CPR. Oh, he is well done. He's bleeding. Comes from the verb bleed. It's an irregular verb, as you can see. Bleed, bled, bled. When you bleed, you lose blood from your body as a result of injury or illness. For example, some victims were described as bleeding from the mouth and nose. Well done. Instructions. As you can see in the picture on your left, the chemistry teacher is giving advice or giving instructions to her students to do the experiment. Again, instruction, advice, and information about how to do something, often written in a book or on the side of a container. The cooking instructions say to bake it for half an hour. Let's learn some instructions in lesson 1. Well done. Lock your fingers together, as you can see in the pictures, in order to perform the CPR. To lock your fingers together. Surely you are right. Call for help. Nobody could call for help. The phone lines were down. Look around or look round. Phrasal verb to try to find something. She got the bread out and looked around for a plate. Good job. Stay calm. Peaceful, quiet, and without worry. He urged his followers to stay calm and not attack the police. Allows the verb to give permission to or for. To permit. Allowance. The act of allow, noun. The noun from allow. A sum of money granted for a particular purpose as for expenses. Take care of this. Allowance. A sum of money granted for a particular purpose as for expenses. Her allowance for the business trip was $200. The art student lived on allowance of $300 a month. When I was in first grade, my parents gave me an allowance of 50 cents a week. Until we meet again, goodbye. Thank you for listening.